I have very big news for you guys. Hello you guys and welcome to the studio. I have something very exciting to tell you today, and it's kind of blowing my mind. I still need to kind of realize it myself because it's so crazy. I mean, it's a regular thing to do, but it's still crazy. So, as you know, I've been making a ceramic set for myself in case I ever move out. And I actually started recording this video series in January, and it was just my idea to make some stuff for myself in case I ever move out, so that I have pieces ready to come with me when I move out. I didn't really have planned when I wanted to move out, but I thought it would be fun to just make things for myself so that I can take them with me when I move out. As you maybe have already seen, I've been working on a lot of different pieces, plates, mugs, bowls, everything that you can need when you're moving out and going to live on your own. And it was my idea to just make those, and then in case I ever move out, I have them ready and I can take them with me. Because like when I would be moving, I would probably have to work in the house and also work to make money and not really have any time to make stuff for myself. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to start early before I'm ever going to move out so that I have this set ready. Well, my boyfriend and I had the idea to just save for 1 or 2 more years so that we could actually buy a house, because we didn't really want to rent, so that we can just save up more money and then buy. So that was the idea. But that idea kind of changed a little bit, and big news, we bought a house. I cannot even believe it myself. It is so weird, like the realization still has to hit. We don't have the key yet, so we don't have the house yet, but the financial stuff is done. It's already been a process of 6 weeks that I'm in, and I didn't want to share anything before we were sure that we would get a house, because I didn't want to be like, oh, we bought a house, and then like, oh, we didn't. So it's not ours yet, but our offer was accepted, and yeah, like everything with the bank is also kind of settled. Still need to do a final few things. But apart from that, we bought a house. So that is crazy, which means that I am going to move out. For those who don't know, right now I still live with my parents and my sister, and my boyfriend also lives with his parents. So we're both going to move out of our parents' house and we're going to live together. So it's multiple exciting things at once, but it was actually way faster than we expected. We expected it to take 1 or 2 years more. But yeah, then all of a sudden I saw a house at Funda. Funda is like the website where you buy houses where I live here in the Netherlands, probably also in the rest of Europe, not entirely sure. So all of a sudden I saw a house that we could afford. It's like, for a house it's very cheap. It's also in a cheaper place in the Netherlands. And it's also a very old house. It's more than 100 years old and it needs a lot of renovating. But yeah, we're very excited to go do that ourselves. And it's going to be a big adventure, and I will probably be posting more about it as well on Instagram. And we're also going to make videos about that on Calder Simon, which is a YouTube channel that we both have, that we like share and make videos on together. But all of those videos are in Dutch, since we're Dutch and we live in the Netherlands. So for us it's just more fun to vlog in Dutch when we're together. But in case you're Dutch, you can watch it, or you could also put on automated subtitles or something and watch it if you'd like. I'll leave a link in the description so that you can find it. And one thing that also comes with moving out, unfortunately, means that I will have to move out of this studio, which I'm going to be very sad about. I've already cried once when the realization hit, and I'm probably going to cry again. Yeah, it's something very fun, and it's going to be a great adventure to move, of course. And those are happy tears, but they're just tears from all of the fun I've had in this place, and all of the great memories, and everything that I've learned here, and all of the videos that I've recorded here. And this is just like my safe space, and it has been my safe space for many years now. So I'm really going to miss this studio. It is going to take some time before I move out of here, because we're first going to renovate, and then we'll just go to a new house, renovate, and then come back here for a few days, work in the studio, and then just go up and down. But the drive is a little bit too long to keep doing that. And I of course just want to live permanently in the house when we are going to actually move, and not have to be a few days here. So I'm also going to have to find a new studio, and the idea is to build it in the backyard of our new house. And I'm going to of course share about all of that, but we're first going to renovate the entire house, and then after that we're going to focus on the studio. Also still have to save for that. So I've never really done this before, but in case you ever want to support me, please do it now. So there are some pieces available on my Etsy shop, which you can buy. Of course, only buy them if you want to have them, but it would really help me out. And all of the money would go to either renovating the house or saving for the studio, so I can really use it right now. Also, please take a look at Calder's community, where I have a monthly paid subscription and then you get access to a lot of ceramics videos, workshop videos, just like I make them here, and also full courses on hand building, slab building, throwing and glazing. So if you want to help me out, definitely take a look there and maybe subscribe, because it would really help me and it would mean a lot to me. So thank you very much if you do that. And if you don't, please like this video, share it with friends, subscribe, comment. That will all help and boost the algorithm so that I get a bit more views, and that will also help reach more people, and yeah, will just help with everything. So please feel free to do that. And yeah, that would just mean a lot to me. But the amazing thing about knowing what our house is going to look like is that I now have a little bit more direction for some other fun things that I want to make for the house. And one big thing that I want to make is a sink, or actually I want to make 3 sinks. I want to make one little sink to go into the toilet downstairs, and I want to make 2 sinks to go into the bathroom upstairs. So that we both have like a sink and like a big mirror above it, or maybe 2 mirrors, so that we can just stand next to each other, because we often get ready in the morning together and also get ready to go to bed in the evening together. So it would be practical if we both have our own sink in the bathroom. And I thought, you know what, I can just throw a sink, so that's going to be awesome, I hope. I'm just going to start off with one, and then I'm going to finish that all the way through, so that I'm sure that it works the way that I want to make it. And then if it doesn't work, I don't have 3 sinks that don't work. Of course, you can always use them as planters, so it wouldn't be too bad, but I would prefer to just first make one and then see if it works. So today I'm going to try to throw a sink, still have to think about how exactly, but it's just going to be a circular sink. So basically a big bowl with a hole in the middle. But that's kind of the life update. So in the rest of the video I will just continue working on some stuff that I've been making for the house, because I'm going to need all of it a little bit faster than I expected, which is amazing. So I'm very happy. And yeah, I'm glad that I can finally share this with you, and I hope you like this too. And yeah, you will definitely see more about all of it coming across on the internet. I've just had a little brainstorm session on how I want to make the sink, and for now I'm just going to make the sink for the toilet downstairs. So the main important thing is that this little thing that I got here, I already bought this. This is like the, I don't know what that's called, the hole that's in the middle of your sink, but then like the metal part. So yeah, the metal part has to fit into the sink, of course, and I have multiple pieces of that here. This goes underneath the sink, this goes into the sink. So this is the most important part, and there's like a little rubber here and also a little, I don't know, different material on top, and the sink has to go in between these 2 things, and then you can just screw it on. So I will have to make sure that the hole has the right wideness, and also this little metal part on the top has to kind of fall into the bowl. So I need to make a bit of a lower part in the middle and then make a smaller hole in that. I measured all of this, calculated it with 15% shrinkage, because everything will become smaller. So I have all of the measurements, and I'm now just going to try to throw that. Excited for it. I think it's going to be very cool. But it can also just be a big failure, I don't know. I can always buy a sink, but why buy a sink if you can make one yourself? This doesn't happen often, at least when I'm working with ceramics in live, pretty often, but I have no idea what I'm doing. I have honestly no idea. It just didn't go very smooth. It's a little bit wobbly, not even that wobbly. If I look at it now, it looks quite good, but yeah, I'm not sure if that hole has the right size. I don't know if the bottom is maybe too thick. I do have to do a lot of trimming because the side here is very thick. It was fun to throw though, I don't want to complain, but didn't go as smooth as I hoped, and I also just don't know if it's going to work out. But Do you ever really know that something's going to work out? I don't know. Okay, here we go. Yes. Ooh. And now that I can also tell you a little bit more about the behind the scenes of preparing for the house, I have some fun things. Here is a big light, a big lamp. And we actually already bought that from Facebook Marketplace, or like the Dutch version of that, Marktplaats. And we bought that secondhand because it's a cool vintage lamp and we really loved it. And it's now standing in my studio because we don't have anywhere to leave it, because we still don't have the keys to the house. So that's why it's standing here. I also have one really cool thing that my boyfriend and I have been working on, and I'm going to kind of continue working on it today. Let me show you. Look at this. So we made this. I'm first going to show you. Boom. Okay, it's heavy. I'm going to put it down. So my boyfriend and I made that together because we're going to renovate the entire house ourselves, and I do have quite some renovating experience. My boyfriend has a little bit less experience, I would say. And he thought it would be fun to already do a little project so that he can get used to using the machines and all of that, and just practice a little bit with making things himself from wood. Since we're also going to make the kitchen ourselves, and we're going to do the floors ourselves, and we're going to do the bathroom ourselves, we're going to do everything ourselves, except for maybe a few things that really cannot be done by ourselves, except for specialists, you know. But as far as it comes down to most of it, we're just going to do it ourselves. And to practice, we made this little, what is it? Like a little closet, like little shelves. I don't know what it's called. You probably know them because you can put mugs in them, and that's the entire idea. Okay, I am going to show you. The idea is to just completely fill it with mugs and then just hang this next to our kitchen slash dining room thingy. And yeah, so I want to make a few mugs that fit into it, and we actually already made this so that it would fit the mugs that I already made in this video series before. I've got the mugs that I've already made, and let's see how these fit. So these lower spots were meant for these lower mugs that fit perfectly in here. I think that's really cute. And I have these higher mugs that fit into these bigger boxes, or maybe also into these boxes. They fit in here, but then they will have to be turned a little bit, which I don't really mind. But maybe I prefer if they just fit with the handle and standing straight. So maybe these two spots are great for these two mugs. This one would fit here, but it would not be easy to take it out. So maybe this spot's better, so you can easier, it's just a bit easier to grab. I think this spot's a little bit bigger. I thought I had more mugs for some reason. I only have 4 mugs and 2 cups, and I thought I had more for some reason. I don't know why I thought that. But yeah, as you can see, a lot of empty space, so I can make quite some pieces. I also do have mugs from the birthday set that I made, so maybe I will also put some of those in here. Even though they're a little bit different, I also made them with speckled clay and they were quite colorful, so I think they will kind of match. But I do want to make some more cups and just make lines on them. But maybe I should also make some mugs, because I only have 4 mugs and I do really like mugs with handles. You know what, for today I'm just going to make 6 cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that would be fun, and I'm going to make them in a bit of different shapes, but also kind of matching. I really like how this shape turned out. I've had it in mind for quite some time, and it's not a shape that I normally go for, because I normally make the rim a little bit outwards, and now the rim is like a tiny bit inwards. But yeah, I think it looks really nice. I don't want it to be inwards too far, otherwise it may be uncomfortable to drink from, but I think this shape turned out really nice, and I'm now just going to make some variations of this shape because I want all of the cups to be a little bit different. So I'm just going to make one that's a little bit lower and a little bit thicker, and I'm going to make one that's maybe just a little bit more circular, or I don't know, I'm going to see what happens and just follow the flow, I guess. that was it for today in the studio. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with me yet again. I had a blast and I hope you did too. And let me know in the comments what you think of the cups and the bowl and the house. Can't believe it myself. Tomorrow I'm going to record part 2 of this little studio vlog, so that will go live in a week. So I hope to see you then, and maybe just hang around on my channel a little bit longer and watch some other videos, whatever you feel like. Otherwise, I wish you a nice day and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye!